Hey guys, Yuri here from Healthpreneur. Hope you're having a great day. Just taking the dogs for a walk. Let's look at how to become a highly paid speaker. So if you've ever wanted to speak on stage or from stage, and you're wondering to yourself, how can I become a highly paid speaker? Well, I'm going to show you two ways you can do this. Now, the first way is you spend a lot of time building up your credibility and your authority and your celebrity. You write the best-selling books, you get on all the TV shows, and you have a huge platform, okay? And at that point, you can become a keynote speaker. You can command keynote fees, $25, $30, $50, $100,000 for an hour talk. And it's funny because a lot of people think that that's like the holy grail of speaking. But what I found is that that's actually it's not the case, because the magic is in the back end. It's not from what you're getting paid to speak on stage. And the reality is that most people are not going to become highly paid keynote speakers. If you're lucky, you might do a lecture here and there for a couple $100, maybe $1,000. And when you consider the travel costs and all the time it's taken out of your day to do all that stuff, does it really make sense? A lot of speakers as well do the quote unquote speaker tour. So they're on the road 300 days a year, speaking everywhere they possibly can get on stage. And that's really not much of a lifestyle if you think about it. So what if there's a better way to share your message without having to do all that? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you right now. So imagine instead of you traveling all over the place and speaking on other people's stages, which again, I think has less to do with true impact than it does to do with our own ego. And believe me, listen, guys, I love speaking. For forever, I was always like, yeah, I'm going to speak on the biggest stages and I want to do all this stuff. And when I really think about it, it has to do with me and my own ego. And yes, I want to impact people, but if there's a better way to impact people, well, why not do that? So I'm going to share that with you right here. So again, instead of you flying around, speaking on stages that are not worth your time, how about you create your own stage? And I'm not talking about putting on your own events. What I'm talking about is using an online stage. So instead of you setting up a whole event like our Healthpreneur Live event, which is a huge undertaking, what if you could just invite people to a presentation you would give offline in an online format? And in case you haven't guessed it, what I'm talking about is creating a webinar. And you might be thinking, okay, Yuri, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That has nothing to do with speaking on stages. Yes, it does. So right now, as you're watching this video, we have hundreds of people that are watching my webinar, the 7-Figure Health Business Blueprint. And I have nothing to do with that. I created it once and it's helping people every single day. Now, here's the fun part, is that exact same webinar, that same presentation is what I would talk about from stage anyways. It's actually part of my whole speaking kit, the 7-Figure Health Business Blueprint. So I could do that from stage. And sorry, there's a bit of construction here. A new house is being torn down, a new one's being built for several $1 million. It's crazy, Toronto real estate. Anyways, so you can create your own online platform. You create a presentation in the form of a webinar. People can watch it and attend it whenever they want. Now, here's the best part. You don't get paid a keynote fee, but if you set things up properly, you'll make a lot more money in the long term. You see, one webinar, just the one webinar I just referred to, the 7-Figure Health Business Blueprint, that one single webinar has been responsible over the last 12 months for more than $1.5 million in revenue in our business. So I could speak on stage and get my keynote fee of $20,000 to $25,000. I could do that, or I could just optimize what we're doing with our current funnel and spend more time at home with my kids and do more of what I really want to do. And listen, I love speaking from stage, I love traveling, but you have to really figure out what is going to make the most sense for your time. So that is how you become a highly paid speaker. Do your own thing. Build your own platform, because otherwise it's going to take you a long time to build your platform, become that celebrity that everyone wants to have on their stage. And the reality is that for most people, that's simply not going to happen. But if you create your webinar, if you create your own online stage, you don't have to have any of that stuff. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be famous. You can get paid way more than some of the best speakers in the world. So if you want help with this, click the link around this video, check out our 7-figure health business blueprint training today, get a sense for what I'm talking about. And if it makes sense to you, then just book a call with us after the training's over and we can take things to the next stage if you want. All right, guys? So hope this finds you well. I'm gonna finish off the walk and I'll talk to you soon.